Yeah, so let's start off. Hope everyone revised the rainman problems. The rain is falling vertically with 10 meters per second. So this is the velocity of the rain as seen from the ground. This is actually how the rain is falling. So on an incline, a person is walking with 10 root 2 meters per second. So till now, normally the man used to walk straight and the rain used to fall at angles. So here we are doing the reverse. The rain is falling straight and the man is walking on an incline. So the question is, at what angle does the man see the rain falling? Get this thing? Hope the question is clear. If you remember how to do this, a rainman problem, stop the man, first divide the velocity into horizontal, vertical component, subtract them, then see the resultant. Let's see how to do this thing. Take the velocity of the man. What are the components? This will be 10 root 2 cos 45, which is 10. This is 10 root 2 sine 45. That is 1 by root 2, no? 1 by, that is 10. So the man is going with 10 forward, 10 upward. The rain is falling with 10 downward. So what do you do? Stop the man. 10 backward, 10 downward. So 10 backward and 10 downward. Then what will happen? The man will think, okay, I came to rest. And he will see the rain is falling 10 this way and 20 downward. This angle is alpha. So tan alpha is opposite by adjacent side. So that is half. So he will see the rain falling at an angle alpha, which is tan inverse half. And you see, this is the process. Divide the velocity into horizontal, vertical component. Subtract the velocity of the man from everyone. Then it is just, if you see, right, all the rainman problems we did are simply nothing but vector components and vector divisions. Divide them into components, get the resultant, and then get the angle. Have a look at this. Ask me if there's any confusion, something you didn't get. Whatever we are doing till today is there for the Sunday exam. Is there any notification on the college?
Sir,
Amit.
do we assume that the rain is falling at terminal velocity?
Yeah, yeah. The rain is falling at terminal. Alright, is there any notification on the college thing? Nothing. Don't know what these people are going to do. Done. Next one. So the next type of problems, right, are riverman or boat. It can be seen anything. Riverman problems or riverboat problems. So how this thing works? So let's see. We got a river. U is speed of the river. What do you mean by speed of the river? If an object what is the time there? Class starts at 9:30. What are you doing till now? It's almost 9:38 now. I'm talking to you only, right? What are you doing till now?
Sorry, sir.
Meaning sorry means, but what is the reason? 9:30 is the class. Meaning you guys have nothing. Meaning it's not even 7:30. I can assume that you didn't be able to wake up. This clearly shows the kind of the respect you have for the class and the teachers. Great, good. If an object is thrown in the river, it moves or drifts with speed v. That is the meaning of the speed of the river is u. If I say the river is going with the speed of 3 kilometers per hour, anything that is in the river now will flow with 3 kilometers per hour. If you have a boat or if you put some raft or anything, that will drift with 3 kilometers per hour with u. So here we have a man, which is velocity of man in still water. Still water meaning, let's say if the water was not flowing, like a swimming pool or something, sorry, he can swim with speed v. So this is the swimmer ka speed if water was not flowing. So this is the first thing. So we will see different cases on this. There are 4 cases. Let's see each case. But I hope here the data is clear. So meaning if you take the man and if you just throw him in the water, he will drift with you. And on top of it, if he can swim, that's an extra. So this you can see even in a river. Now, when you put a boat or something, it will drift with the river. And if the boat has its own power, then it's a different thing. Put it down. Let's see the different cases in the next. We'll be done with the chapter next class. Mostly next class, I'll take maybe half an hour for the chapter to finish off. We'll be starting a new chapter, laws of motion. Don't miss the first 2 classes. You will not understand anything after that. Especially it's important both for HSC people also and entrance perspective also. The first 3-4 chapters, at least in mechanics, laws of motion, friction, circular and all, I think everyone should, be very careful with this. Next page. Turning the page. Case 1. Man swims along or against the river. So in this also there are 2 cases now. So let's say the river is flowing this way with you. So there are 2 points here, A and B. The swimmer here is swimming this way with speed v. Means he's going with the river. Okay. Now in this case, what happens? You know, this is like what? This is similar to an escalator. This is similar to a person walking on an escalator. Ever seen? If you're standing on an escalator, what will happen? You'll go with the escalator. But if you start walking, your speed will be more, no? So this is similar to a person walking on escalator. So if you see more technically, it is velocity of man with respect to ground is velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river with respect to ground. Meaning it is like if you're standing on an escalator and walking, your speed will be velocity of the escalator plus your velocity on the escalator. Does that make sense? So here what will be the time taken then? So time taken to go from A to B will be the distance, whatever is that. So let's call this thing D by speed V plus C. Hope that was understood. So if you go swim in the direction of the river, your speed will be more. So same thing if the man was swimming this way, the river is flowing this way. So this is like, you know what, this is, you're running opposite to escalator. I must have done this thing when you were a kid. Now they keep a security guard to make sure no one does this. Running opposite to escalator. We used to do this in Chennai. We used to go for the movie, second show. So after 12:30, 1 o'clock, when the movie gets over and the entire mall is, no one is there. We used to play on the escalators like this till 2 o'clock. Then they used to kick us out. So the time taken to go from B to A will be D by V minus U. I thought the same in Mumbai also, but Mumbai people are smart. After 12 o'clock, they switch off the escalator. You just have to walk. So have a look at this. So when you're going from A to B, your speed is more, the time is less. When you're coming from B to A, you're going opposite to the river. So your speed will decrease. Suppose if V is less than U, you'll get time negative, which means you cannot reach A. If your speed is less than the river ka speed, you can never reach A. Na? That's what he's trying to tell you. So time negative doesn't make sense. What it's telling to tell you is you will never reach A. If V is equal to U, you will stay at the same place. Meaning you're putting all your effort just to stay at one place. Put this down, case one. Any doubt on this thing, please ask me. Any part you didn't understand.
Sir.
Yeah.
If we stop the water flowing, then in the A case, it will be on the left hand side. Correct?
No. So, you see, you are not running beside the river. You're standing on the river. What is this V? This V is velocity of man with respect to water, no? You're getting? Yes, it is like you're standing inside a bus and bus is going forward. A bus ke andar walk kar rahe ho. If you're walking on the road, then it is related with the bus, isn't it? There is a difference. See, bus is here and you're on the side. Both are running like this. Then it will be V minus U. What if you're inside the bus? Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
And that's why I see what is V there? V is the velocity of the man with respect to still water, no? Agar water move nahi karta hai, so he would have gone with V. On top of it, water bhi move kar rahe, so it is V plus V.
Okay.
What you're saying is, if the man is running on the ground side pe aisa, that will be different. Hope all are clear?
So here, sir, we are finding the resultant of two vectors, right?
Yes. Here V and U are both in same direction, no? V bar plus U bar. Normally, what we will do, we'll always take components and show. Let's say problem on this. 17 or 16? 16. Now see. A man swims from A to B and back to A as shown. So we got a river. This is point A, this is point B, and the river is flowing. So this guy, he went from A to B and he came back with speed V. So time taken to go from A to B by time taken to go from B to A is 1:3 ratio. So time taken to go from A to B and B to A is 1:3. So question is find V by U. So when he goes with the river, it is shorter. When he comes back, it takes more time. Uska ratio 1:3 hai. So find the speed ratio of the speed of the river by speed of the man. Hope the question is clear. Get it? Someone didn't get the question, please ask me. Let's see. Now to go from A to B, you're going along the river. Now let the distance be D, that is V plus U. When you're going from B to A, it is D by V minus U. Divide them. So what do you get? V minus U by V plus U is 1/3. Cross multiply. 3V minus 3U is V plus U. You get 2V is 4U. V by U is 2:1. That's your answer. So have a look at this. Any notes, please ask me. Okay, next thing. Case 2. Shortest distance. While crossing the river. Meaning the man wants to cross the river in the shortest distance. So if you got a river here, This is going with you. The man is here. So velocity of man with respect to still water is V. Now for the shortest distance, this is A and this is the opposite point on the bank. So if he goes along this red line, that will be the shortest distance. Now tell me one thing. If he swims like this, do you think he'll go straight? River will push him like this, so he'll go somewhere here. If you just try to swim straight, the river ka velocity will push you on the horizontal side. You'll go somewhere else. You won't reach V. You will reach somewhere else. So since we don't know how he goes, we'll start like this. Now remember how we're doing. Look at the process how I'm doing. This is how you always do. If the something changes in the problem, this is how you should start. Let the man go at an angle theta. So let's say let this guy will go with theta. Now look at the man velocity here. So what are the components? V cos theta, V sin theta. This is the components of the man. And what is the river doing? The river is pushing with you. Now see, simply to put it, you know what? The man is swimming this way. The river is pushing this way, but you want to go this way. Are you getting it? So it's like this: the man moves this way, but man is trying to swim this way. Are you getting what is happening? Meaning the diagram now, when the man is swimming, see, this is how he will look. He's looking this way, but he is going straight. You're getting? You're seeing somewhere and you're walking somewhere else. It's like the man will look little to the left, but he's going straight line way. Hope you're getting the logic what is happening here. Got it? So he's looking somewhere else and he's going somewhere else. This is happening because of the river. So now how should the man go? Since man goes vertically or man goes along AB, horizontal component should be 0. Because if horizontal component is not 0, he will go at an angle. So what is the horizontal component here? P sine theta is equal to U. So sine theta is U by V. So if the man swims at this angle, he will go in a straight line. Put it down. Next page, I'll give some more info on this. But have a look at this. Ask me if you're confused anywhere. If you observe one thing, other than vector components and vector, resultant, I'm not doing anything new here. This was the reason, right? I couldn't teach you this in 1D. I had to wait till vectors got over properly. If you see, this is an advantage with physics and disadvantage with physics. Whatever you learned in vector components and all, they're getting revised now. But if the vector components is bad, you would have gone with this case. You won't understand anything. That's what I was saying. Unlike the other two subjects, physics, you have to have a consistent revision of all the stuff. That's what makes the subject a little tough. All that you need is a consistent effort. Copy. Next. Put it on, put it on. See. Now, if you take more info, it's like so the man is swimming this way, getting at every instant now the man is trying this way. So it's like this one. He's going this way, he's going this way, great. So what is the velocity then? He's going straight with v cos theta. The v sin theta and u got cancelled. So sin theta is u by v. So net, he's just going straight only. So what's the time taken? Time taken to go from A to B will be distance AB by speed along AB. Now see, if you want to go along AB, you need speed along AB. Other velocities will not help you. So let the distance be D. And speed along AB is how much? V cos theta. What is cos theta? Sin theta is given. So cos theta will be root over 1 minus sin square theta. That will be root over 1 minus u square by v square. When you substitute here, you get dy root over v square minus u square. So the question will be like this. Find the time taken to cross the river in the shortest distance. When the man is crossing the river in the shortest distance, that means when he's going along a straight line, find the time taken. Now see, you have to be careful. The question by words will be like this. The man crosses the river, perpendicular to the flow, meaning he's going in along AB. The man swims perpendicular to the flow. There's a difference in both the words. The man swims perpendicular to the flow, meaning he's trying to swim this way. The river will take him this way. The man goes perpendicular to the river. Matlab, he's actually going this way, means he's trying to go this way. Getting it? The words, be careful while reading the question. Man goes, matlab, he's going straight. But he's looking somewhere else. If he says man swims perpendicular, matlab, he's looking straight, but he will go somewhere else. That's the case 3, we will see anyway. So yeah, put it up. Next thing. Put it down, let's say question. Let's see a question on this. Now this thing now see, even though we are saying river boat, this is what 17 only, right? I can do the same problem with an aeroplane and wind. Now see, aeroplane, the concept is same. An aeroplane can fly with speed 100 kilometers per hour. This is that old propeller plane types. And wind is blowing east. $50 kilometers per hour. The plane goes from city A to B as shown. So the question is, find the angle the plane should fly. So we have city A and city B. This is along the north-south. And the wind is blowing this way. So if you see the resemblance, the wind is just like river. This is similar to river. And the man is similar to, the plane is similar to the man. So the plane which is flying kind of like this. Plane is similar to man. There is no difference except for, so these questions, they can be asked like that: river man, river boat, escalator man, or aeroplane wind. So the concepts are exactly same except for the terminology. So get this thing. So at what angle should the plane fly so that it will reach city B? See, if the plane tries to fly straight now, because of the wind, it will go this way. Because the wind is drifting, you'll go at some other angle. Get this thing.
Sir, is it 120 degrees?
120 with the river flow, no?
Yes, sir.
If you see here, all thetas that we derived are with vertical. Again, see, it's the same story. Let the aeroplane fly like this. So what are the velocities? So this will be v cos theta. This will be v sin theta. And the wind is blowing horizontally. So horizontal component should be 0 because you're going straight. So instead of remembering the formulas, I want you to remember this process. Since it goes vertically, or it goes along north-south. That means v sin theta is wind. V is 100, sin theta, wind is 50. Sin theta is half. Theta is 30 degrees with the vertical. The horizontal to plus 90, so 120. Depends on how it is being asked. 30 degrees with the vertical line or 120 degrees with the positive x-axis. Have a look at this. Any doubts, please ask me. So instead of saying man and river, I can also say wind and aeroplane. Nothing will change. The concept is same. Next thing, case 3. Copying क्या? Keep it for a minute. Done. ठीक है. Case 3. Shortest time to cross the river. You want to cross the river in the shortest time. Now here important thing. Need not reach the opposite point. Huh? I just want you to cross the river. I don't care where you are reaching. So let's say this is D. The river is going with you and the man is swimming with V. So how do we start? As usual, every time the same thing. So this is A. So let the man start with the angle B. So what are the components of the man? V cos theta. This is river ka speed. This is V sin theta. So the speeds will be V cos theta and this will be U minus V sin theta. Right? Now you're asking time to cross the river. So time taken to go from A to B will be distance AB by speed along AB. Which is nothing but D by V cos theta. Now see, for minimum time, this should be maximum for minimum time, isn't it? When denominator is maximum, time will be minimum. So what is cos ka maximum value? 1. That means theta is 0 degree. Means man should simply swim straight. Now, if you look this intuitively, let me tell you one thing. You could have got this much faster. Tell me one thing. Will the river ever help you to cross itself? I mean, if you just stand in the river, will you ever cross the river? Because the river will always take you this way. Na? The river will never help you to go this way. That means the only velocity which is responsible for crossing the river is your own effort. So if you want to cross the river, why are you wasting your energy opposing the river? This V sin theta is opposing the river. Na? You're unnecessarily wasting some part of your velocity to oppose the river. Instead of that, just swim straight. You won't reach the opposite point, but you'll reach somewhere else. But you're using your full effort to cross the river. You're getting it? That's why this is the shortest time. I'll show more details on the next page. Put this down. Any doubts on this thing, please ask me. Next thing. From the page, put it down, put it down. Let's see. So what is happening here exactly? The man is swimming straight. The man swims straight for minimum time. I mean, the simple logic is that only. There is no point in wasting some of your velocity in opposing the river. So use all your effort just to cross the river. But what is the river doing? River is pushing you this way. And you're going this way. You get what is happening? So this is B. You're going to C. You know what is happening? The man is always looking front. Huh? The man is looking like this. But he's going like this. In this scenario, you're looking straight, but you're going at some other angle. That is because of the river. Hope you're getting the view. So here, man is trying to swim this way. Man swims straight. But because of the river, man goes this way. So you're looking straight, but you're going to the right, on the right hand side. So this will create something called drift. Drift is how much distance you have went horizontally with respect to the vertical line. So this distance BC is called drift, which is nothing but horizontal velocity into time. So here, what is the horizontal velocity? First of all, so what is minimum time? The minimum time is distance by B. What is the drift? So the drift BC will be river ka speed, na? Because in who is creating drift? The river ka speed, U into time, which is UD by B. So if you try to go in the shortest time, you won't reach the opposite point, you will reach point C. That means you have drifted a certain distance. So in this case, you're looking straight, you're going somewhere else. Case 2 may, you're looking to the left, but you're going straight. By now, hope you're getting what we are trying to do here. So you're looking somewhere else and something else is happening. This normally happens, during airport landing also. If you see the runways are built like this, it will crisscross. That's because if the wind is blowing this way, the pilot can't come like this. The pilot will come at an angle. So crosswinds we call it. So if the speed is less, experienced pilots can handle it, or else it is better you go onto another runway. So the flight, the flights will have a problem on landing due to this. Put it down. Any doubts on this concept? Please ask me. Get it clear.
Sir,
All right.
for minimum time, the distance should be also the shortest, na? Shortest distance.
See, I'll tell you one thing. River kahi pe bhi cross karo. You have to cross D distance, na? See, when you're going in this distance, when I say you cross the river, what is more important? This distance only, na, the component. Even if you go this way, what is important? This component only, na?
Yes, sir.
Getting it? Okay, fine. If you say that way, I'll tell you one thing. What is the speed of the man actually? He is going with actually root over v square plus u square, na? Uska speed bhi बढ़ गया, na?
Yeah.
Because the river is pushing him, his speed is not v anymore. If you see him from the ground, you'll think he's going faster than v, isn't it? Clear, yeah? So main logic क्या है ना, to cross the river you have to cross distance d. So इस direction पे जिसका भी velocity maximum है वो fast जाएगा. Because see, this is not in your control, na. River तो will take with speed you only for anyone, and that is useless anyway. That will never help you to cross the river. Clear? Let's see a problem. So we got a river. Three kilometers per hour. This is 10 kilometers. This is A and this is B. Velocity the man, the still water is 4 kilometers per hour. So the question is, find a minimum time to cross the river. Then find the drift in the part A. So in the minimum time case, how much drift you will have? Find the drift in above case. Question is clear. River is flowing with 3, man can go with 4. So find the minimum time to cross the river and how much will it drift. One thing, he won't reach B, he will reach somewhere else. Done?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. अरे सब kilometers and hours पे है. We
2
should send
hours.
you for Olympics. We should send you for Olympics. 10 kilometers 2 seconds पे जाएगा तो meaning I think he's going faster than speed of sound, I guess, na? 5 kilometers per second. We should send you definitely to China. You're faster than a cruise missile, you know. The super fast cruise missiles, they have a speed of around 3.2 Mach. That is around 4,800 kilometers per hour. So let's see how to do this thing. In order to go for the minimum time, you should just swim straight. As simple as that. So the minimum time will be how much? Time will be d by v, or you can say distance AB. Let me write a statement there. For minimum time, he should swim along AB. Yeah, but he won't go along AB. That's a different story. So the time will be d by v. D is 10 and v is 4, 2.5 hours. But because the river is pushing him this way, you will reach somewhere else here. That is a drift. So what is the drift here? Drift is horizontal velocity into time. Now what is the horizontal velocity here? River ka speed. That is revolver speed, which is u, which is 3. Time is 2.5 hours, so that is 7.5 kilometers. Have a look at this. Any doubts, please ask me. So the man will reach point C in the shortest time, 2.5 hours, but because of this, he got drifted by 7.5 kilometers. He will not reach B. Any doubts on this thing, please ask me. Copied. Let's see one more. This is a good one to see. This is the little tougher ones. But if you got the process, it is easy to solve. You got a river flowing with 5 kilometers per hour. So man is here. He can swim with 10 kilometers per hour. This is 10 kilometers width of the river. So this is point A. This is point B, and this is point C. And B to C is also 10 kilometers. So it is given. Now the question is, at what angle should he swim to reach C? I don't want to reach B, I want to reach C. At what angle should he swim to reach C? So remember the case to the process. Whenever you want to go somewhere, let's assume you start with V and theta and then you start the problem. So what if I want to reach C, then how should I swim? Hope the question is clear. Have a look at it. Didn't get something, please ask me. Or else you got 3 minutes. This is a good one. Just keep doing. I'll just get some water and come. Done. How to start this thing? How much is it?
60 degrees.
60 degrees.
60 you guys got. Interesting, Jeff. Let's see. Okay, let me show you on the next page. First thing now, you want to go this way. So this is how much? 45. Agreed? This is also 45. Hope that is fine for everyone. 10, 10, na? It's a right angle isosceles triangle. 45, 45. Next thing, let the man swim at an angle theta. So A, B, you want to go to C. So man will swim like this, V at an angle theta. The river will push in you this way. Right? And how will you go? And he wants to go this way. Got the point? So man wants to go along AC. Man goes along AC, resultant. Meaning if you see him from the ground, you think he's swimming along AC. Meaning this is how it looks. He's looking somewhere else, but he's going along the red line. Clear? So then take out the components. V cos theta, V sin theta, U. So what are the resultant? V cos theta, U minus V sin theta. And I know this angle is 45. So resultant is 45. What did you guys do? Did you guys take horizontal component as 0? Something like that. Horizontal component is not 0 here. So we know tan 45 is opposite side. V cos theta by U minus V sin theta, which is 1. So we get V cos theta is U minus V sin theta. So bring V on one side. So sin theta plus cos theta is U. You get sin theta plus cos theta is U by V. U is 5, V is 10. So that is half. I think you can leave it here. You can solve this thing, but you need to know little trigo and all. But normally in the exam, they'll give you something which is easy to find. I don't think theta is 60. Because cos 60 is half and sin 60 is root 3 by 2. You're not getting it. But still, I'll tell you how to solve this thing. Square on both sides. Then you get sin square theta, cos square theta plus 2 sin theta, cos theta is 1 by 4. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Right? That is 1 minus 1 plus sin 2 theta is 1 by 4. So from there, you get the angles. We're not interested in that. It will be a little complex, but if you got till this process, I think your job's done. Have a look at this. So if you see, this is how we always start the problem. Let him swim at an angle theta. अभी इस बार सिर्फ इतना ही difference था. The resultant is not AB, but the resultant is along AC. So have a look at this. Any particular step you didn't get, not convinced, please ask me. Next thing. Next thing, say. Case 4. This we just need to remember the result. We'll not do the derivation for this. Minimum drift if velocity of the man in still water is less than velocity of river. Meaning, see, if the man ka speed is less than river ka speed, then what is the minimum drift? Meaning, let's say the river is going with you. This is A, this is B. Again, we started the same thing. Let them go with B, angle theta. If you look at the components here, this will be V cos theta, V sin theta. The river is pushing him with U. So what will be the resultant? V cos theta. This will be U minus V sin theta. Now see, this cannot be 0. Since U is greater than V, isn't it? Sin theta is already less than 1. On top of it, U is greater than V. That can never be 0. That is, he cannot reach V. You're getting it? So think about it now logically. Agar river is flowing with 10 and if you can swim with 5, how can you go against the river? The river will push you off, no? Getting it? First of all, in order to go to the opposite bank, exactly opposite, you should be able to cancel the river ka velocity. Matlab, you should swim faster than the river. Only then you can go, na? But if your speed of the river is less than that, you cannot reach B. So then, if you cannot reach B, what is the minimum then? Since you cannot reach B, what is the closest you can get? So for minimum drift, that is for minimum BC ka value, man has to swim sin theta is V by U. This we have to use maximum minimum and prove it. Let's not worry about it. Remember the result. That's important. If you see case 2, case 4 mein, case 2 mein sin theta is U by V, case 4 mein it is V by U. If the man swims at this angle, he'll have a minimum drift. B to he will never go. I'll give an example. Any doubts so far, please ask me. Clear? Next thing. And if you're wondering, sir, where do we use all this stuff? Where did I see this thing? Few years back, there's a movie of Hrithik Roshan, Mohenjo-daro. It's a tough love movie, I guess, but whatever it is. In the climax scene, now, if you guys, maybe after the class, you can go to YouTube and see. I tried to search for that clip, I didn't get it. He does the same thing. There's a big flood happening in front of the city. Then, these people are trying to escape from the city. Then he tells them, this thing, the river is flowing this way. Since we want to go here, we should not go like this. We should go like this. Then the river will take us here. He explains that minimum distance problem. So what does this tell you? The script writer must be, prepared for entrance exam. He learned physics. You can check out that clip. So when I saw that scene, I thought, at least some people are using sense. So it isn't there in the climax scene. I couldn't get the clip. I wanted to show you guys. But this is one. So let me give you an example. Meaning, at least, in the people who ever saw that movie, they never understood that point. They thought like, okay, fine, the hero is saying something so clear. But physics teachers understand clearly. What he's talking makes sense. So let's say the river is going with you 5 kilometers per hour. The man here can swim still water is 3 kilometers per hour. Now, so definitely he can't reach B. The river will push him off. So for minimum drift, question will be like this only. At what angle should he swim for minimum drift? Sin theta is V by U. That is 3 by 5. That is 37 degree. Meaning he should swim this way with 37. But he will reach somewhere here. He can't reach B because he won't be able to cancel the worker split. Put this down. Any doubts, please ask me. Next thing. So these are, one of the type of problems on river boat. So see, these things come under 4 categories: river boat, river man, aeroplane wind, man escalator. Man is walking on escalator, man is coming down escalator. That is like case 1. So all these categories come under the same thing. So just don't see the names and get scared. They all are similar. Next thing. Flag problems. What are these things? Case 1. Wind is blowing. So if you have a flag and if the wind is blowing like this, tell me one thing, how will the flag point? Like this now? So flag points in the direction of the wind. If only wind is blowing, it will point in the direction of the wind. Flag points in the direction of the wind. So if you take a flag and keep it on your terrace and the wind is blowing, it will point in that direction. Case 2, flag is on a vehicle. So let's say I have a vehicle here and you keep a flag and the vehicle is going this way. What will happen? The flag will point backward, no? You're getting it? See, if you're sitting in the vehicle, you will think wind is going backward, relative. So the flag will point backward. So if you're in a vehicle, flag points opposite to the vehicle ka motion. Opposite to the motion of the vehicle. So there are the two cases for the flags. So have a look at this. Anything that you're not convinced, please ask me. Okay, let's see a question. Put it down, put it down. Let's see. A vehicle is going north. With speed 10 kilometers per hour. And the wind is blowing east. (10 kilometers per hour). In which direction is the flag pointing? Get this thing? So you have a vehicle which is going towards north, but the wind is blowing on the east.
Southeast.
What is the direction? So let's see what happens. How to do this thing. Richard?
Southeast.
Southeast. Now say the vehicle is going this way, the flag will point backward. So that is 10 kilometers per hour. This is due to vehicle. First, let's define north, west, east, south. North, east, west, south. So if the vehicle goes north, the flag will point south. and this is due to the wind. So you have to take both the effects. So resultant will be beach mein na. This is southeast. So flag point southeast. Got the sense? If you observe something, na, we didn't do anything much other than vector components. If you see this full relative motion chapter, it is like vectors only. Stop them, put the relative velocity, finish it off. So in this case, the flag will be pointing southeast. Okay. Last one. A ship is going southwest with 20 √2 kilometers per hour. And wind is blowing south 20 kilometers per hour. Find the direction of the flag points. After this, we'll take up paper cutouts. Finish all this. What is the answer?
East.
The ship is going this way, so wind, this will be this way. 20 √2, this is due to ship. The wind is blowing this way 20. This is 45. So what are the components? 20 up, 20, 20. So only 20 will be left towards east. The flag points east. Hope this was clear. Any doubts on this thing, please ask me.